That's better.
We're the jerks with the generator here.
Yeah, it's very beautiful and idyllic campground. It's just ruined by this generator noise. And you may be wondering why we're running a generator when we have a ton of solar.
and perfectly blue skies. Oh, there's a cloud.
And it's because these things, these trees. It's one of the problems with camping in a national forest is you have these beautiful trees surrounding you and they're spaced just perfect enough to completely destroy our solar setup. I think our maximum that we're getting in right now is like 200 to 300 watts for like a small amount of time, like when the sun's like perfectly straight above, but for most of the day it's under 100 watts.
Yes.
And our power usage is way more than that.
So we had quite the eventful night the other night. Let us set the stage for you here. We've been boondocking for the last 8 weeks, right? Things have been going fantastic. We have pulled out the generator in those 8 weeks probably less than a handful of times, and it's been on cloudy days or rainy days. So, you know, the battery fear, or what do you call it?
Battery anxiety.
Yeah, the battery anxiety, yes, has definitely been gone. So, sure enough, we leave our friends full of confidence, feeling good about this boondocking thing. We were like, wow, we're just like nailing this whole RV thing. So anyway, you know, a day goes by, 2 days goes by, and our third night, did you wake up first or did I wake up first?
I woke up first because our fridge was beeping, so I thought it was our traditional run out of propane in the middle of the night kind of scenario. And so I was just gonna go switch tanks, but the fridge was beeping like L1OP, which is a different alarm than no FL, which is no flame,
Yes.
which is usually what we see. And so I tried resetting it a couple times, and I looked at our battery and it said we were at like 20%. So it was too low for me to switch the fridge over to electric. And so I just turned the fridge off. I was like, I'll deal with this tomorrow. I'm tired. It's the middle of the
late.
night.
So I wake up because I don't hear my white noise. I'm like a baby. Like without their proper noise machine, I can't sleep. So I wake up and I'm laying there and it's deafening silent. I just, I hate it. I hate it. So I kind of nudge Jason.
She wakes me
It's my
up.
go-to, yeah. And I say, babe, the air purifier isn't on. What's going on? And so he gets up and he futzes with it. And I believe your response was, it must be broken. Which,
Yeah.
even in my groggy haze, I knew that wasn't true. So I look at my phone and it's plugged in and it's not charging. And so I told him that. I said, the phone's not charging either. The outlets must not be working. Are our batteries dead? Because it just seemed eerily quiet in the whole rig. There was no humming from any of our electrical devices. Obviously the fridge was already off. So he checked the battery. Did it say 0? Or?
No, it still said like 20-something%.
Oh, it did.
So what happened was the screen was still showing and like lighting up, and so it had DC battery power and it said like 19%, and it showed the inverters off, and I was like, that's weird. And I'm sitting there and then suddenly the screen goes blank.
Oh.
So the screen goes blank and I'm like, whoa, that's weird. Like it like flashed. And I try to turn on the lights in the RV, which are DC powered and run off the batteries. They don't require the inverters to be on. Nothing turns on.
So we like killed our batteries.
Yeah, we got them low enough where they shut themselves off to protect themselves, which is what Battleborns do.
So we were the jerks who started our generator like first thing in the morning to get those batteries charging. Right now, we are heading to Bozeman because we are meeting Rebecca and Jared. Yes, they are one of the couples that we just left, but you know, can't keep us apart.
Yeah, we didn't get far enough apart.
No. So we're meeting for dinner and you're coming.
So we've gotten a lot of questions about our desks since we switched them out at the beginning of the year, and to give a quick update, we love them. We get, 180 degree views out these windows, and we write all over the windows, so it's kind of like its own little whiteboard, and we use post notes, so it's just a great little office space.
Yes.
And yeah, we absolutely love it. The only issue we have with them is that because it's 3 individual pieces, they kind of get pushed all kind of which way, especially on moving days. So we did purchase these a couple weeks ago, just an L and then just a straight bracket to put these things together, make it one cohesive unit.
Yeah, we think it'll move less.
Yes.
If it continues to move, even being strapped together, we will figure out a way to strap it to the floor. We just are lazy and just want to see if this way works first.
Yeah, and I don't think we'll have a problem because nothing's really a big issue except for this middle dresser. Sometimes the drawers, will come out and then it pulls the whole thing down. So that's a separate issue that we'll handle. Maybe I'll print something with my 3D printer, like a little tab to keep the door shut.
Yeah.
But none of the desks have ever fallen over or anything like that. It's literally the drawers have come out. So they're not RV drawers. They don't have like a strong pull or anything like that. And then today I was in Costco and I picked up some floor mats.
Yes.
So I tried to install mine already, and Ray said that we have to vacuum the floor and to stop being an idiot. So we're gonna go ahead and pull everything out, give it a nice clean vacuum, and then put these down, then put the desk back down. Do it properly. Alright, so we decided to use all the brackets. We put one set of L brackets on each, just a bar at the top back, and then we put a bar on the front as well.
Yes.
So we didn't want to put one up top because, looks. It looks great. The thing moves together, so yeah, I think it's going to work as intended. So that's good. We also finally took these out of the floor. They're the anchors for our chairs. When we first got our chairs, they came with straps to keep the chairs in place, which we used the first week and then probably never again. So it's been 3 years, but yeah, we finally took these things out. I really like the mats. I think that's going to help with our chairs and sliding around.
Yes, they look good. We are definitely going to have to find a solution for the drawers, but when we do, we'll let you know.
Yeah, and then, so today's our last day here. We really like this campground. It doesn't have great cell service. We have to use our directional antenna with Verizon only. We don't have any AT&T service here, so we've been doing voice calls and everything through the really slow Verizon directional antenna. But everything else about this campground has been great, but it's time for us to leave. We have to go into we're heading towards Billings, and there's actually a Free City Campground in Columbus, which is like 20 minutes outside of Billings. We've actually stayed there before for one night, but it's a first come, first serve, so wish us luck.
So we are packing up to leave, and Jason just came inside and said that there is a woman who came up and asked for help. Hi.
Hi.
What did this woman want? She needed help getting her...
She said her Saturn is stuck up this dirt road up here, like 5 miles away, and she's here with her mom or something, so her mom's gonna watch her kids.
Oh.
She said, thank you so much for helping.
So he said yes, so he came inside to let me know, and I feel really guilty. This is the Los Angeles part of my soul. Immediately I was like, scam. We're in the middle of Montana. Like, I don't know. I mean, people can scam you anywhere, but in LA, women with children will, like, there was a woman who knocked on my sister's door one evening and said that she needed diapers for her baby, and she was holding her baby, and my sister lives in North Hollywood, and she said, okay, I have some diapers, I have a kid too, so she said, I need you to step away from the door, like 15, 20 feet, and I will put them on the porch. And the lady said, okay. So she made sure she was standing far away. She opened the door really quickly, put the diapers out, and then closed the door and locked it. And my sister's husband was home at the time, so, he made his presence known as well. And the next morning when they went on their walk, the diapers were around the corner and thrown in a bush. So you can't trust anyone in LA, which is why we are so skeptical when people ask for help. My first thought is they don't actually need it and they are trying to scam us. So immediately he was like, it's a woman, she has children. And I was like, that makes it worse, which is a horrible place to go.
And it's something we've had to get used to being on the road. That's what I was actually talking to the person who cut my hair the other day about this. Is like, we're just so, like, even getting used to people waving at us, like RVing, we're always like, what are you doing? Yeah, because like we didn't talk to our neighbors. It's kind of everyone minds their own business, and if you need help, you call a professional, like you call a tow truck.
Yeah.
You don't ask your
You don't ask your neighbors for anything.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're gonna go help this lady. All right, so we are up here now, and it's real. It's not a scam. Her car is absolutely. I thought it was like in a ditch. It is like, I'm surprised it didn't roll down the hill, to be perfectly honest. So
it still might.
It still might, to be honest. So we had a frank conversation with her of, we'll try. We don't know what we're doing. And I told her I was scared of her car actually rolling and hitting the tree, and she said she'd rather have some body damage pulling it out from the rear than pulling it out from the front and possibly flipping and losing the whole thing. So Jason's getting the tow straps up now, and we're gonna give it a go. So it straightened it out. Do we have... It's what?
There's a big ass tree right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's obviously gonna...
Yeah, it's gonna go like that for sure.
Well, the front is up now, so you can probably attach them to there.
Some of each over here. So back out and back in. What's that? Oh, yeah. Oh, sure. Well, I think you'll have the same problem. The hook is open. Where's that?
It's coming. It's gonna come.
It's gonna
It's
come.
coming. It's almost out.
It's almost out, yeah. Oh, it says it straps about a shot.
We'll interview when we're done video casing. They're very safety conscious. There we go. Stop, because there's something cool.
It's so close.
Yeah,
Cheese.
How reliable's gonna survive? I think. Yes.
All the windshield wipers are on. Yeah, this was very traumatic.
It was. Oh my gosh, I thought she was a goner. I've only had her since like the beginning of this year, but yeah. So but I think she's like a 98. But I'm only her second owner. Oh, sad. Yeah.
Oh, good idea. Oh, last wheel, come on.
I'm gonna disconnect that.
No, it's okay. You're out of the ditch. Yeah, it's just to get the last part out.
And you've got 3 wheels
Yes.
on the 3 tires.
Yes.
So I think you're all right.
Yeah. And this is.
Excellent. There you go. Okay. How do you feel?
Amazing. My baby is rescued. Thank you guys so much. God is good
He is good.
every day.
Good on you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thrilling moving day.
That was thrilling. And you know what? You know why it was thrilling and not anxiety inducing? Because it wasn't us. That was really cool to help someone like that. And I think the coolest part about it is that 2 couples, so 4 people stopped who were riding through here on UTVs. And you could tell both of those gentlemen were, one was from South Dakota, one was from here in Montana, and they knew what they were doing. So,
And as you guys know, being from Los Angeles, we have only had to tow a car out of the mud once, and it was ours, and we didn't even have to do anything.
yes. Although they couldn't do anything on their UTVs, so we got very lucky that the next car to drive up was another Ram, a 1500.
Go Ram.
Go Ram. And while they didn't have a tow strap, the people in the UTVs did. So we used the UTV's tow strap, our truck, and the other Ram, and we got her out. And she is so thankful. She started crying. I'm gonna start crying thinking about it because I have this really weak part of me. When I see someone cry, I start crying. So just imagining her crying again, like, gets me a little teary-eyed. I hate it. I actually really hate that I do that. I don't know what it is. But so we both kind of shed a tear together, and we are now following her out back to the campground just to make sure she gets back there safely, and then we will get back to our moving day. Good morning, guys. So I wanted to show you this campground. We are currently at itch-kep-pe, I believe is how you pronounce it. And do you know what city this is in?
Columbus, Montana.
What are you doing there? Greasing
Just
the kingpin?
greasing the kingpin. There's lots of cottonwood here, and it covered it, so it looked really furry and gross.
Furry. Yes, so Columbus, Montana. This is a free campground. It's only dry camping. However, they have restroom facilities. They have two areas. We're in the upper area, and they have another area called lower, and it's about a mile down the road. And you go down this dirt road that is really well kept, so it's not rough or anything, don't worry about that. And on one side of the dirt road is a golf course, but then you go about a mile down that, and then there's the lower area. There are more spots down there. If you're in a bigger rig like us, I would recommend staying in the upper area just because they have bigger sites up here, bigger pull-throughs, bigger areas to back into. And they have some low-hanging branches in the lower area, so we didn't go down there because we didn't want to deal with that. And this campground is right on Yellowstone River. So the river is, this guy got one of the best spots, a pull through right next to the river. So the river is right down there. And they take donations here. So we highly, highly recommend if you stay here to please donate, since this is a free campground.
Yeah.
And we've seen them come through. They do their best to try and upkeep it. However, I do want to mention that both the fire pit that we have and then this neighboring site we're right next to, this fire pit was full of trash. So that's really discouraging to see. So I cleaned out both of our fire pits, threw away all the trash.
They have fresh water available. I don't know if you said that.
I didn't.
Yeah.
That's another perk. And they offer wood. So I don't know if you can see it from here, but oh, and they have trash. So this place is awesome. So there's the dumpster, and then right next to it is this wood pit thing that we've seen a lot of locals come by and they dump their own wood.
Yeah,
and
local
then,
businesses take all of their leavings. Like they're at the end of like their stuff. Like there's a wood business that does something, and so this is just kind of like their waste wood and pallets and stuff. So
yeah, and people have been using it. So a lot of people who this for some reason. The campfires here have been every day, all day.
It's like 85 degrees.
Really hot. Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, so people have been using it. So I don't know. I think this place is really awesome. So convenient. It's amazing that it's free, offers water, has restrooms, facilities, offers wood, has trash cans. And it's unfortunate to see people abuse it. So we tried to show this place extra love. We'll be dropping our donation off when we leave today. And yeah, so if you use this place, please take care of it. Please show it some love.
Yeah, definitely stop by.
Yes. All right, so we have one more task today.
All right, so final thing is new TireMinder. So this is the A1AS. It's their new like flagship model, and I'm really excited about it. We've had TireMinder for the last 3 years, and you probably haven't seen us talk about it much because it just works. And that's exactly what you want in a tire monitoring system, is just to let you know when something's wrong. So this is their new system, and I'm really excited about this because it takes the two different systems that I liked and puts them together in one. They had a previous version of TireMinder that was Bluetooth only, and I really like that idea because I didn't want to add something new to my dash, like especially it's something like a TireMinder where it just sits there and it's kind of like an alarm system. But I like to have the standalone product and the phone product. So the previous one was Bluetooth only, and so it only worked on your phone, and it didn't have like its own little screen. And then we had the one that was just the screen but wasn't Bluetooth. Now this one, their newest version, has both. So not only do you get this nice color screen showcasing all the tires, and that's easy to just quickly glance at, and we can kind of put it off somewhere. It also connects to your phone, so you can get the monitoring on your phone, which I really like since we use our phones for navigation anyway.
Yes.
So
I like, even on this screen, that you're going to be able to see all the tires at once, because the one that we've had the last 3 years, you have to scroll through, and you can only see the pressure and the temperature per tire one at a time.
One at a time, right?
Yeah.
So
I like that we're going to get like a whole overview.
Yeah, quick glance. So that's awesome. We already have a bunch of sensors. This one came with 6 new ones, so we'll go ahead and install those.
Yes.
And
we should have 10 because we have 10 tires. However, we're excited to have 6 new sensors because we may or may not have beaten the crap out of some of them.
yeah. All right. So first things first is you put it into learn mode. So you press and hold the 2 sides, and then it starts flashing and you choose which tire. So I chose the front left trailer tire. You just screw on a TireMinder. And there we go. So it picked it up.
Can't really
Yeah, you
see
can.
on camera. Oh well. Picked up.
Picked it up.
All right, so we officially have 10 working TireMinders again. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. And right off the bat, we know we have to fill our tires up, which is great. Especially, we haven't checked them in probably a week or so, which is normally, or I guess 2 weeks, sorry, 2 spots.
Yeah.
Which is bad form. We've just been in a rush, and that's when bad things happen.
Exactly.
So, I'm very glad that we got this installed. It takes a lot off. Some of the cool things about this one versus our previous system, in addition to the Bluetooth connectivity, they started to get a little fancy. So they have a new little connector. So it has 2 USB charger. It has 2 USB ports. You can go down the traditional car lighter mode, or you can throw down AC. So depending on where you want to charge it.
Charging options. I love it.
Definitely. This is cool. It's definitely a little different. This, I don't know, you can't really move that much. So I don't necessarily like this, but the thing I do like is how this connects to the TireMinder. So this is just, you know, your traditional all lock thing. And it connects to the TireMinder via magnet.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
So that's really cool.
All right, so it's going to feel nice to be safe again. And then I did want to quickly just say thanks to TireMinder for sending us that. They did send us that monitor for free. It's not a partnership or anything. They literally just emailed us one day and said, hey, we want to send you one of these. Thanks for using it for this long. No obligation. You don't even have to mention it in a video. However, we are mentioning it because we like this product, and we've already seen some improvements from the one that we've had from the last 3 years to this one. Some really cool stuff. So now we know, as Jason said, our tires need air, so we are going to do that and hit the road. So don't forget to like this video and subscribe to join our Getaway gang. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah,
Oh,
and so quiet on the set.
Looking at the floor.